Hey guys, this is that Isengard battle again, but I play as Isengard this time. I did it about 3 weeks ago, so I'm not really sure what happens, but I'll try and remember. So I was going to show that it's actually easier to play as Isengard, but it didn't quite show as well in this battle, but in previous battles I've done it was really easy. So here I start the battle, just showing some of the awesome berserkers they have there, and pikemen, they're pretty sick. So I come down there, I get my front line, I think I get my archers out, you just start pulling them up, that's usual procedure. I also then send them up there. It was probably a bad idea to do that at this point, but I'm not really sure. So there's Rohan there, they have some Airhead Lancers or something, I'm not sure. Helmingers over there, Swordsman there, Riders of the Fold, Swordsman. So yeah, they've got some pretty good guys. But I've got some even better guys. I've got flipping berserkers coming after them and crossbows and stuff. So they've they've got a disadvantage in that term. So usually what happens is I manage to destroy the whole of Rohan with just my front line, but that didn't quite happen in this battle. What I did here was I got my archers and crossbows to start shooting straight away at their catapults, because the catapults are the ones that you really need to destroy first. Otherwise they'll start shooting down your wall, and you don't want that happening. You want Gondor to shoot down your wall and Rohan to just die. So there's crossbows starting up shooting, they're pretty cool. I'm just waiting for them to come down. There they are. Start beasting these guys. Then there's the archers as well. I shoot the archers at the bodyguards, because just in case I get a lucky hit on their king or something. So they charge their heavy lances in, but these crossbows are awesome because they basically turn into Uruk-hai infantry as soon as they're in close combat, which is pretty cool. And Uruk-hai infantry are like the best infantry in Rohan. No, not Rohan, Isengard, what the hell. So I've got my Orc Raiders, they're basically like just full on. I use them as just like the fodder or something, just helping to rout the others, I'm not sure. So there's the archers after their Riddermark Axemen. These heavy lances are pretty crazy, but I've got my berserkers on them, so they're gonna die. The berserkers play the biggest role in this specific battle. In other ones they all have, you know, sort of balanced roles. The pikemen do quite a good role in basically taking down Gondor and stuff, but really in this battle it's the berserkers, and then next the infantry, and then next the pikemen. Or even the crossbows, I guess, I'm not sure. So yeah, the berserkers are starting to get burned down now. Look, they're losing men, they've been burned through their hit points. So it's not looking good for me at the moment. I was expecting something better, but you know. But at least I've killed their catapults. But now I've got to concentrate on their ram. They're starting to push their ram towards me, which is not a good idea. Not very good for me. So the Riddermark Axemen I'm expecting to rout soon. A few seconds, 40, there we go, they're routing. So then I've got to concentrate on their swordsmen. The swordsmen are actually pretty good. They're like the underdogs of Rohan. They're pretty good. And I mean, to be fair, Rohan is meant to be like the best cavalry kind of faction, but really they've got lots of it, but it's kind of crap. They've got really crap cavalry. Like Gondor has some stronger cavalry, and Rune as well, I guess. So I'm not sure really. So what's this coming after me? I'm not sure. Are they Riders of the Fold? I think they are. And these berserkers are just beasts. They just beast off everyone. They just kill everyone, really. They're pretty sick. What's next? Yeah, so these Orc Raiders are going after the Erling Swordsmen. They kind of, and then they're charging all their cavalry against me, which isn't very good, because I've only got Orc Raiders and they start routing, so that's not very good. Now my Orc Raiders have routed, and then I make a bad mistake here by charging my my berserkers at their helmingers, which is not a good idea because their helmingers are like archers, so they'll just start running away and they'll keep shooting and they'll tire out my my berserkers, and then my berserkers will have to run all the way back here to try and defend isengard. So it's not, that was a bad play on my part, probably something that made this battle harder, really, for me. So now I've got them, there's like sheesh loads of them coming at my wall. I'm like, whoa, this did not happen last time. There's Gondor shooting at the wall. Gondor really don't matter to me until late on in the game, till the end really. So I actually start having to use my infantry. I didn't even need to use any of my Uruk-hai infantry or bodyguards in the last time I played this as Isengard. Didn't even need to use them. I just used my front line and pikes. But now I have to use all of my infantry against them, which is not good. So there's like half of Rohan, more than half of Rohan, charging at my walls here, which is not good. And there's my men up there, trying to run back. My berserkers are trying to run back. So I'm actually at a point where I'm thinking, am I even going to win this? So I take out my other infantry after them. There's my berserkers running back. There's the helmingers running after them, which is just really annoying. But no matter how tired these berserkers are, they are still awesome. They still have a big role to play in this battle. So there's the Riders of the Fold coming down. And there's nothing really happening here apart from just all the Gondor breaks through the wall. That's great. They'll keep firing still. There's my infantry after them. So yeah, really here it's just a big sort of scrap battle, really. Who are they? Riders of the Fold. Managed to take down the Riders of the Fold with my berserkers. Check that out. Yeah, they're beasts. Berserkers are just great. Isengard is just great in general. They're my favourite faction. They just look cool, and they've got good, strong infantry. They've got pikes and stuff. They've got in the actual Total War, they have like equivalents of the berserkers, like strong equivalents, which are like I forgot. If you play as Lithuania, they have this like berserker type unit, which is like there's only half of the amount that you'd get in a normal unit, but they're just crazily strong. So that's basically what the berserkers are. They're like the crazy strong units, even though there's less of them, but they never rout, which is just awesome. So there's the Rohan bodyguards there. They're just about to die. I'm waiting for their bodyguard to die, but he doesn't die. They run away. That's the worst part. They just run away to get in another charge, which is very annoying. So now I'm walking my pikes over there because Gondor's about to get down my second layer of wall. Okay. And right there's some heavy lancers about to die from my berserkers. There's the second part of the wall falling down, and I'm expecting Gondor to start coming through now, but they don't. They still wait, which is very bad because it means that I've only got 2 units of pikes, meant so that they can defend the wall if there's 2 openings, but they move their trebuchets to look towards sort of the gate, and I'm like, oh no, they cannot defend 3 parts of the wall. That's just bad. So I need to start thinking about defending my walls and things, and I actually look up here. Look, they've turned around, not sure why, and they face towards here, and I'm like, okay, there's something happening here. But I'm not going to think about that yet. I'm just going to defend these parts of the walls. My pikemen still haven't got there yet. They've sort of stopped. There's the Gondor militia routing. So these guys are coming down. They're about to start shooting, and I'm thinking, okay, I may as well get my berserkers and the rest of that little infantry unit after them, because this is quite important now to destroy those trebuchet guys. And I don't have any cavalry, which is really annoying because they could just run up there in like 2 seconds and kill them and charge them down, but all I have is berserkers, which are like the equivalent of cavalry. So I speed it up, hoping that they don't take down the wall before I get there. And I get there at last, and I think there's some sort of automatic thing where as soon as you hit the trebuchets, like, they just start to come in and try and get in. I think the computer is pre-programmed to do that. So so there's the archers going on the wall. Urukai infantry, just put them over there. Yeah, so then they start charging their guys in, and I'm like, oh my god, my guys are just gonna get ran down. But they don't, they keep going, they don't get routed or anything. And it's important that I keep charging them against the trebuchets. It's very important, because the trebuchets have a good morale, so they'll rout and then they'll come back when you leave, and they'll go back onto the trebuchets again, and it's like, oh. So there's my berserkers. There's only 12 left, but they're still awesome. They still have a big role to play. So the bodyguards are already in, and usually the pikes manage to fend off the whole of Gondor, the absolute whole of Gondor. Just the pikes can do that. But in this game, they can't even fend off the first flipping unit that comes through. Look at that. How stupid is that? That they run the Swan Knights in, and the Swan Knights don't even like die or anything from the pikes, which is just crazy. And then they're sending in their dismounted Swan Knights. You'd expect the dismounted ones to sort of start hurting my pikes, but no, just the first line of actual cavalry like starts destroying my pikes, which is stupid. So there's my infantry not doing anything, and there's some archer militia right there, so I'm like, okay, let's just charge them in. So right here, we're pretty much near the end. The battle ratio is towards my favour. Here's the pikemen, put them back in order because there's some like more archer militia coming in or something, I'm not sure. Dismounted Swan Knights. So yeah, I actually managed to turn back the tables again. These guys are routing, so I send all my men back in to just fend off Gondor one last time. Actually no, it looks like I send my one berserker after their routing trebuchet, because I know that they're going to come back. So then they're just sort of like there. I send in the pikes to go in from the left side, which is a good idea, because that means they're knights of Dol Amroth. They're going to just die. They're just gonna get squashed, aren't they? Arching them down. So that just shows that playing as Isengard is just boss, because Isengard has awesome units. Didn't even need to use my bodyguard in this battle, even though I thought I'd have to. Even though I thought I'd even lose. I'll probably be making some more historical battles. I don't really feel like doing a campaign walkthrough because no one really cares. Like, you just watch 2 episodes and then you just get bored, so... And I think I'd get bored of doing that anyway. So I'm not really sure. I just think, you know, Medieval 2 Total War's cool, but it's not really a walkthrough thing you'd do. It's a thing that you'd rather just play. But I'm not sure really. I mean, if only it was a bit more popular, I'd probably do it. So there's me just running after them, routing them, and I think I pretty much win here. So yeah, average victory. I should be posting some more videos soon. See ya.